morning, everybody. It's your crazy Aunt Fa, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a really easy, simple table. We'll fancy it up in other parts, but for today, we're just going to use some basic tools. Now here I've got, if you press item, your scale is 1. You're 2 meters by 2 meters by 2 meters, which that's a big table. Do I really want that? No. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to get my scale widget. I don't know why I call it a widget. It's called a gizmo. If you hear me calling it a widget, smack me. But now to scale it, you can either do this. That's good. Or if you want to be really technical, come up here and make this a 1 or whatever size you want it. Now, that's not a great tabletop, so I want it, what's good for, I want it 4, so I'm going to put, let's try 0.1, see, now that's too much. Now you see where you got arrows here? You can pull down, you can pull up. Doesn't give you much leeway, so I'm gonna type in 05. Okay, that's good. Now I could have done this by just doing it this way, because I'm too lazy to care about exactly what it is. Being Italian, you know, we don't measure things. How much do you put in? You put in this much. Yeah. Anyway, so here's our tabletop. Actually, but this is our table bottom. I always make tables upside down because I'm crazy, and there you go. Anyway, one thing I should teach you about Blender right away is save your file. File, save as, simple table. You don't have to tell it what, it knows. I have Blender set up to save, to do auto saves every 2 minutes. Why? Because those of you who know me know I have a black cat named Harry. And he likes to destroy several hours of work at one time. Anyway, so here's my tabletop, or my table bottom. What I want to do now is introduce you to 2 really, really useful tools, the loop cut and slide and inset faces. So go to edit mode and go to inset faces. This is set up to be, you don't have to click this, you just have to select a face and type I. Also, if you type 7 on the number pad, you get a straight down view. This is very good. Play with all those numbers. They do all kinds of interesting things. But anyway, you type I. Here, we'll make it bigger here so you can see. I. And you got that. You go, wait a minute. How far? That's not right. And you'd be correct. It ain't right. So what I don't know why it does this. It just does. Anyway, go get your scale widget from up here and pull it until it more or less lines up with this and this. And there you go. Tables, you know how tables have sort of a box underneath them? I used to know what they're called, but I can't remember now. Anyway, this is how you make this box. you got this face now. Press I again. And I just do this until I've got, you know, the thin part right. Yeah, that thin part looks okay. And now pull it out with your scale widget. And just, you know, just until it looks like this is a straight line, this is a straight line. That's good enough. Okay, that's the skirt. Skirt! That's what it's called, skirt. Yeah, right. Anyway, now we gotta put the legs. These will be mortised, these corners will be mortised into the legs. Or the legs will be more, whatever. They're attached, all right? Anyway, what you need is my absolute favorite tool, loop cut and slide, which is right here. Now, I use this so much I gave it its own shortcut. Shortcuts are good. So go over here. You can either click on that, or you can click your shortcut, and you'll see you got a line. That's your loop cut. It goes all the way around. Now I'm going to pull it over till I have, okay, this. And I'm not measuring this, I'm just moving by eye. There. There. There, okay. Nah, I don't like that. Control Z, do it again. There. Pull that up. There you go. Pull this down. Isn't this fun? Anyway, okay, now you got your skirt, which goes all around, and your forelegs. Now, when you make the legs actually come down, you notice you got these curvy, you notice you got these lines here. If you don't want fancy legs, what you could do is you can type S, Y, 0. That makes that line flat, and then you could bring it up back to where you want. What did I just do? What I did was scale along, well, it's not along, this confused me for the longest time. It's scale perpendicular to the y-axis at an angle of 0, which means just make it 90 degrees straight. Okay? Okay. Now, instead of clicking all of these lines, I can hold Alt, click on the line, S, Y, 0. And pull it back down to where you want it. Now, these lines, you need to make perpendicular to X. So you go S, X, 0, there's your line. And now I have a different cat on the table. Let's put it there. Okay, Alt, select, S, oh, no, nope, nope. Sorry, did it stupid. S, X, 0, and put it where you want it. Et voilà une table. Now, you need to select all of these things. So go into Face Select. Now here we have a bit of a conundrum. There's an awful lot of things we need to select. I'm going to show you the easy way to do it. Hold your mouse cursor over a line, press Alt, and then Select. And you got the whole thing. Then just press Shift, leg, 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 leg. Now, what you want to do here is press E for extrude, you can't just pull it up, otherwise you get this. Now, you may want that, that's fine. I don't want it in this case. So, extrude up to there, that's all right. Nah, I think I'll make it a little bit more. Once you've got your extrusion, you can just pull. So now I need to think, what am I going to do with these legs? Do I want... all right, I do it this way. And, sorry, a cat just launched itself over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And again, extrude. No, not subdivide. Extrude by typing E. And pull your legs up. That looks good. And cat, get off. As soon as I start talking, if I'm on the phone or if I'm on a Zoom call, cats. Now, here, grab the whole thing, go to rotate, and flip it over. I can do this by eye. I'm still that good, but 180. I have fat fingers, you know. I'm Italian, what do you want? And there's your table. It's a very, very simple table. So, if you press 1, you get a front view, front perspective. Perspective views confuse me. So I'm going to press number pad 5, and that shows me an exact front-on view. That's fine, but it's below the floor, so I'm just going to pull it up until the feet are on the floor. Et voila. As we used to say in Madame Honore's class, voila un table. And she used to smack us. But there you go. There's your table. In the next one of these lessons, we'll fancy it up a little bit. But file, save. You know, you might as well save after every exhale. But if you want to deselect everything, A toggles the selection on and off. A. Anyway, there's the table, and next lesson we'll make it a little bit fancier. By the way, you can use this same technique for making chairs and couches. But anyway, see you later. Bye-bye.